Tonight, a plea to parents to ensure pools and waterways are locked off to prevent drowning, and a call out for carers to look after injured wildlife.
With the latest from around the region, your nightly news with Louise Hedger begins now.
Good evening. Remain vigilant around pools or more children will drown. That's the message from KidSafe SA as it pleads with parents to be water safe in the hotter months. The organisation warning people it can take just moments for unsupervised children to fall into trouble.
As temperatures climb, pools and beaches become a great source of fun. For children, they also become a great source of danger.
There's just been so many drownings, because children aren't either supervised or they just don't know what to do.
Across the country in the last year, 19 children under the age of 4 drowned. Despite those numbers dropping around 30% in 2 years, water safety experts say one life lost is one too many.
There's so many people with backyard pools in these days, and it's so important for children to learn to swim.
Unlocked gates, unfenced pool areas and unsupervised children are just some of the fatal causes, as well as faulty flotation devices.
They can tip forward and not be able to get back in them, and there's lots of things that can still happen.
KidSafe SA today launching a new advertising campaign urging parents to make sure areas with water are childproof.
Remember, safe barriers save lives. So get your home pool defence in order today.
You're setting your defence for the warmer summer months by checking that pool safety barrier.
Even inflatable pools are required to be fenced by law. It says adult supervision is one of the simplest and most valuable steps in reducing more drowning deaths.
And unfortunately, drowning can be silent, so that if you're not there and you're not watching, you may not know that it's happened.
Garth Burley, 7 Spencer Gulf News.
Authorities are reiterating warnings for people to ensure their properties are prepared for bushfires, with a dangerous fire season expected. Temperatures are already starting to heat up, and health professionals say people need to be vigilant and take safety precautions.
With warm weather already upon us, this doctor says it's time to prepare for summer and its conditions, which can prove dangerous for many.
We are concerned about the old people, the people who is frail and lives alone, and that sort of groups of people.
Saying it's important to know the symptoms of heat stress and the ways to avoid it.
Confusion, headache and muscle cramps, and also sometimes dizziness and dehydrated, and that causes sometimes even faint.
Emergency services say the bushfire season will officially start next month.
If they don't have a bushfire survival plan, if they could go to the CFS website and create one, which would take about 5 minutes, and it's just following 3 simple steps.
The Country Fire Service is preparing for a dangerous bushfire season ahead. They're urging people to remain vigilant and prepare their properties. Although these warm spring temperatures are uncommon, climatologists say it doesn't break the record for the region.
About 10 degrees warmer than the average for October. So it certainly is warm for this time of year, but it's still a long way short of the record for October, which was actually a bit over 42 degrees.
Shari Hams, 7 Spencer Gulf News.
A shed has caught fire at a residence in Warnertown after a controlled burn grew out of control. The fire came within metres of a neighbouring home, with CFS crews working swiftly to extinguish the flames, managing to save a car which was parked inside. The blaze took place not far from the local fire station. No one was injured during the incident. 3 businesses in Port Pirie fell victim to a vandalism spree over the weekend. Authorities are now searching for those responsible for causing hundreds of dollars worth of damage to the town's storefronts.
Saturday night proved to be a messy evening in Port Pirie, with walls kicked in and windows broken.
So over Saturday night, Sunday morning, a number of business premises within the Port Pirie CBD have had their windows and doors damaged.
The local police now turning to the public for answers.
We believe it's probably been committed by some intoxicated persons who have been getting around in the hours of darkness.
SAPOL believe the damage started at Andrew's Chicken Barbecue Inn, where a security screen door was kicked and dented. A second-storey window on an abandoned building also targeted. The path of destruction ended out the front of the Lions Football Club.
Straight away on Monday, I rang the police and then I rang to get the door fixed.
The club's treasurer found the stone that was thrown on the footpath. They're now expecting their damage bill to be more than $500.
The glass had not been penetrated, but the glass was smashed.
We're asking that any members of the public that may have seen it happening or know who did it to give us a call on 1311 444 or Crime Stoppers.
Dominic Beaton, 7 Spencer Golf News.
A Broken Hill Animal Rescue Group says it's in a dire situation with summer fast approaching because it's lacking volunteers. The local Rana branch is calling for people to become carers to the region's native animals.
Helen Semmons has been a carer with Rana for over 6 years and says there's nothing she'd rather be doing.
It can be tiring, but very, very rewarding, very rewarding.
Carers like Helen are in short supply in Broken Hill as Rana prepares for the gruelling summer months.
Because of the drought, because of summer coming, we're expecting a huge intake.
Aaron Grieve and Stephanie Jones are also carers specialising in birds. They are putting the call out for locals to join them in looking after the region's animals who need a helping hand, saying once you start, it's hard to stop.
I believe that caring for our native animals is absolutely amazing. You fall in love with every single one. The muggies are my favourite.
Rana provides training to new carers coming on board, from birds to joeys to reptiles.
You're not trained, given an animal, and then we walk away and say, there you go, off. No, you will get an ongoing mentoring.
This little joey here, named Darling, who's now only 9 months old, wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for the love and attention of carer Helen. She's just one of the 18 joeys currently under Rana's care.
We keep them in for about 6 months. That's minimum time. And we just basically control everything we can from our end.
Aaron says it's unlikely these joeys will be released given the dry and scarce conditions. He hopes more carers can join the Rana family to give the animals the best support. For more information, visit the Rana Facebook page. Patrick Ryanke, 7 Spencer Golf News.
And the Broken Hill RSPCA branch is holding a vaccination drive specifically to target pet owners who are elderly or on a pension. The shelter is inviting pensioners and senior card holders to get their pet vaccinated for $20. Staff members say booking is crucial and that all pets must be restrained when they're brought in. For more information, contact the RSPCA. Still to come tonight, medical students in the city trying their hand working in the Gulf, and thousands turn out for the smelter picnic at Port Pirie. Welcome back. There was something for everyone today at Port Pirie's Smelter Picnic, with the annual event attracting thousands of people. The show, which has run more than a century, is putting a call out for volunteers to assist with its ongoing success.
From rides to food to baby beauty pageants, Port Pirie's Smelter Picnic has put on quite the show for its 116th birthday.
It's been going for so long. There's so many memories of what's happened. When you've gone to the picnic with your grandfather, you've been sick for being on a ride, but it was a little bit too adventurous.
This year attracting plenty of foot traffic, with picnic punters enjoying perfect weather conditions.
I just think, I look and I see this is a fantastic turnout, and it makes me very proud of what the organisers have done.
For the handful of volunteers who make Port Pirie's biggest day of the year a reality, it's certainly no picnic. The group putting in hundreds of hours behind the scenes, with preparations starting as early as February.
Traditionally run by a committee, and we're few in number, ageing, so we need some fresh young blood obviously to get in with us.
The group putting out a call to action. They for more volunteers to help ensure the event can continue into the future.
We still need the community involved in it. It is a community event for the community, so we would like to see more involved.
This is one of those major events that we should be promoting outside of Port Pirie and getting people to come in from outside.
Dominic Beaton, 7 Spencer Golf News.
There's been a splash of colour in Port Lincoln this week, with the local art group unveiling its annual exhibition in the town's gallery. More than 70 unique works are on display as part of this year's event.
A sea of colour decorates the walls, pieces of all shapes and sizes showcasing our unique region.
We've got lots of members, we've got over 70 paintings this year, so it's just fantastic. All sorts of different things, showing how we've all grown over the year.
Hundreds of hours of work went into the exhibition, with pieces dedicated to the region's rich railway history to others highlighting the picturesque surroundings. There's something different around every corner.
It's the environment that I live in. I'm not sure what it is. I've tried painting some other subjects over the 2 years that I've been with the art group, but I just find that I'm drawn back to native flora.
It's here at the local art area building where artists call home, but this old site has started to show its age, needing urgent upgrades in order to keep the doors open. The local council coming to the rescue with more than $150,000.
It's a real commitment to make sure that we have a good, usable and safe space, and this is step one to really ensuring that they have a good home.
The exhibition is open until the end of the month. Nathan Regter, 7 Spencer Golf News.
Port Lincoln's annual Salt Festival has called on the public to help design next year's poster. The 2020 event is set to showcase the themes of art, innovation and culture. Organisers say the winning design will highlight each of these aspects which make up the festival. A $500 cash prize is up for grabs for the winner. For more information, visit the festival's website. Physiology students from UniSA are assisting patients in Whyalla who are undergoing or have finished cancer treatments. The service has been labelled crucial, with no other dedicated clinics for physiology in the area.
Students receiving hands-on learning here at the UniSA Rural Health Clinic.
Tailor a program that's going to best help them and the side effects and and what they've had to deal with from their cancer and their cancer treatment.
This service is in high demand, with patients now relying on students.
So this is currently the only exercise physiology service available in Whyalla. So without this service, these clients don't have access to an accredited exercise physiologist.
Students say undertaking a placement in a regional town opens different opportunities.
Yeah, it's definitely a great experience. You see a lot of different wide range of clients and different health conditions and good exposure.
The program aims to further encourage these students to pursue their health career in the regions.
I think if more students were exposed to it, our rates of people coming out would be so much higher than what it is.
They seem to be quite knowledgeable as well. Any questions that you've asked, they've been able to answer them. So, yeah, I think, it's been really good.
Shari Hams, 7 Spencer Golf News.
Mission Australia Far West has been honoured at the recent New South Wales Mental Health Awards. The Broken Hill-based community support group received recognition for outstanding achievement in mental health promotion. Its Connections program aims to help social isolation and loneliness.
We've had amazing partners within the Far West Local Health District. The team here at Mission Australia is absolutely amazing, and also the amazing consumers that have supported the program throughout.
The awards are part of New South Wales Mental Health Month. Port Lincoln's Bendigo Bank has banded with the Salvation Army to help raise vital funds for those affected by the Queensland and New South Wales bushfires. Organisers hope the local community dig deep to donate what they can, as many people did in Queensland when the Lower Eyre Peninsula was ravaged by bushfires. All donations are tax deductible and can be made at the bank or on its website. Stay with us after the break. We'll have this week's Fuel Watch and the weather with Brit. Hello again. Time now to take a look at how things are shaping up when we head to the Bowsers. Here's Patrick with this week's Fuel Watch.
If you're looking to get away this long weekend, you better start filling up, as prices are expected to skyrocket. Starting with unleaded, and most of the Spencer Gulf is in the red, Port Lincoln is up to $1.49 after seeing a 1 cent increase. Whyalla is back up in the 150s, moving by 2 cents. Port Augusta's price remains high, but there's been a bit of respite. The average still $1.55, going down just a bit. Port Pirie is one of the worst performers this week, going up by 4 cents to sit at $1.47. Kadina joins Port Lincoln at $1.49, also absorbing a 4 cent jump. jump. Broken Hill is one of the most expensive on the board, the Silver City hitting $1.53. After soaring to $1.65 last week, Adelaide is back down on earth, falling by 15 cents to $1.50. Turning over to diesel now, and the entire board is seeing red. All of the Spencer Gulf townships are hovering in the high 140s, low 150s. Port Pirie the cheapest at $1.49, Whyalla the most at $1.52. Broken Hill went up by 2 cents this week, Adelaide by 1. Finishing off with Autogas, not too much to see here. Port Lincoln and Whyalla are both on 92 cents a litre. Port Augusta 89, Port Pirie and Kadina around 84, Broken Hill 87, and Adelaide is up 2 cents to average 77. Now remember that these prices are the regional averages and they do not reflect any one particular outlet. Be safe on the road if you are travelling away over the long weekend, and if you do find a spot that does sell unleaded, auto gas or diesel for cheaper, be sure to let us know on our Facebook page.
Now for a look at what the weather has in store for the rest of the week, here's Britt Aylen.
Thanks Lou, and good evening. It's been warm and sunny today with strong winds over some parts. Port Augusta had the region's top temp reaching 37 degrees, Whyalla 35, Port Pirie 33, Broken Hill 31, Adelaide 27, Port Lincoln 21. From the satellite, high pressure keeping skies mostly clear, but moving on to tomorrow now, southerly winds tending southwesterly on the Gulf waters at 10 to 15 knots, with seas around 1.5 metres. Sunrise will take place at 5:56 in the morning. We can expect partly cloudy conditions over most parts tomorrow with maximums up to 8 degrees above average. Looking at a top of 34 degrees at Broken Hill, 33 at Woodner, 32 at Corn, 31 at Port Augusta, 28 at Port Pirie, 26 at Clare, 25 at Cleve, 24 at Whyalla and Kadina, 23 at Coffin Bay and 19 at Port Lincoln. Further through the week, cloudy conditions expected at Port Lincoln on Friday with strong winds on Saturday. Cleve looking partly cloudy Friday, also expecting gusty conditions on Saturday. Woodner looking hot and dry with an expected top of 40 degrees on Friday and 39 on Saturday. Whyalla, Port Augusta and Kadina all expecting hot but partly cloudy conditions on Friday, hot, dry and windy on Saturday. Similar conditions at Port Pirie and Clare as well, with maximums in the mid-30s Friday and Saturday. Broken Hill looking sunny on Friday but fine and partly cloudy on Saturday. And with that, Louise, it's back to you.
Thanks for that, Britt. That's your local news this Wednesday evening. Thank you for joining us today. We'll have updates later, but until then, enjoy your evening. Good night.